My Hero Academia has been one of the most popular anime going on the last, kind of decade at this point. And some even consider it part of the new big three, quote unquote. And obviously, if you've been watching this channel, you will notice that I'm obviously quite a big fan. And also, since you can tell with the title and thumbnail, today we're going to be continuing doing our ranking the hero names with our iconic tier list. And this time I'm ranking not really all, the pro heroes in MHA. And when I mean not really all, I'm only going to be ranking about 10 or so. I'm not going to rank every single pro hero, but I will rank at least the ones that are the most prominent, at least the ones that are most known to me, of course, based on our 3 parameters that we always use in these videos, and I'm going to get more into those parameters later. Now, of course, I'm a fan of My Hero. You're a fan of My Hero. That's why you clicked on this video. So I'm sure you know some of these characters that I'm going to be ranking them. And if I don't rank your favorite hero or don't put them too high, relax, buddy. This is just my opinion based on my parameters, based on the logic that I think is best to use when ranking these hero names. I'm not ranking your character. I'm not ranking your favorite character. I'm ranking the name. Okay, not why, not the background or like the why they chose that name, just the name itself based on the 3 parameters I always use in my videos. So if you know that, if you know me, then you should be well aware. Okay, so relax. So with all that being said, if you're ready to get into this video just as much as I am, then make sure to like, comment, subscribe to join GLD, and to let me know you like this type of content. And since you like this type of content, make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the content that you literally like. And since you like this content, you just tell a friend or fan member. Helps the channel grow, helps spreads the word, and so you don't have to watch alone. It could be anybody. It could be your brother, sister, niece, nephew, son, daughter, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandpa, granddad. Okay, that was one scuffed ass intro. I don't know. I lost my voice, I guess, and it's hot as hell in here. You can't tell obviously, but it's hot as shit in this room, and I'm sweating. But I think my AC broke or some shit. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, so we're doing the heroes today, as you can tell from the title and thumbnail, and the list right here, which means next time I'm gonna be doing the villains. But yes, here we are with our iconic tier list with our tiers and our parameters. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed run through those, since you know we've all watched. You've hopefully all watched my videos before, and since you've watched my videos before, this is gonna be annoying to have to hear this again. But for those of you in the back, or for those that don't watch my videos all the damn time, or maybe this is your first time, so essentially these are gacha rankings. What do you freaking know? I don't really play gacha games, to be honest, that much, but obviously based on Dokkan or Dragon Ball Legends. So we got Z, which is perfect, no flaws. It's the perfect name, fits all the parameters. UR is just like perfect, but a little bit less perfect. SSR is basically, it's pretty great. SR is basically like, it's good, solid. R is, it's mid. N stands for no, not doing it, moving on. Speaking of moving on, let's move on to our 3 parameters that I always use. Number 1, our first parameter, practicality. Practicality is essentially what practicality boils down to is essentially how catchy the name is, how pronounceable the name is, how noble is the name is, how conventional essentially is the name. I usually reference superhero naming conventions, basically like Superman, Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man. I might have already said Spider-Man, but essentially it follows a precedent of how you name your superhero, so it kind of becomes natural. It's very conventional, right? It's classic, traditional. It's already known, and then you're just, you know, basically copy pasting. You're using the same formula, essentially, how formulaic the name is, so that it's more well known. So like if you come out here with a name that nobody's ever heard of before, or like you're using a random formula to come up with a new name that's completely creative, it's not going to be ranked as high because it's not, your name isn't going to be as catchy or well known, right? Then 2, we have compatible with the quirk. How relatable is the quirk to your hero name? If your hero name relates to your quirk more, it's going to be ranked higher, and then if it's less, lower. And then 3, 4-letter word, you guessed it, aura. How much aura does your name have? How auraful is your name. Basically how cool it is. And that's the 3 parameters. So I will be kind of speed running through these, mostly because I mean there's a lot of heroes, and speaking of which, I'm not actually going to do all of them. Obviously I'm not going to be doing class 1A or 1B because I've already did those in the last 2 videos. If you haven't seen them already, go watch those after this one. I'm not going to be doing class 1A or class 1B or class 1C or 1D, E, F, whatever, how many classes there are. I'm not doing sidekicks, and I'm not doing heroes. I'm not doing teachers, right? So I will do All Might because he was a hero before he became a teacher, but I'm not doing Aizawa, which I believe is just his name anyways, or it's just like Eraserhead or something. I'm not doing Gran Torino. I know I'm not doing Ectoplasm or Midnight. I may at the end, but there's a lot of freaking heroes, and you know what I'm saying, I don't really want to have to sit and explain the same thing over and over again of why I rank them when I use the same formula. Like all my videos follow the same formula for ranking these my hero heroes, so I don't really want to have to sit and explain, okay, this fits here because of this reason, which I've already stated like 40 times with other characters, right? So I don't want to overly repeat myself because it gets annoying. So I'm going to be kind of speed running, right? If you've seen my previous videos, you know exactly how this gonna go, why I place certain characters in certain thingamajiggers and certain rankings. So with that being said, get that yapathon out the way, and let's get straight into the ranking, starting with, you know him, the man, the myth, the legend. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's All Might. So All Might, of course, has to go in Z. I mean, it's cliche at this point, but I mean, it's like when something is so great, people naturally try to knock it down. It's like, you know, the 1999 Miami Hurricanes, right? It's like, you know, it's so good that people try to be like, oh wait, maybe there's another better version of it. Maybe this is better. If we look into the data and the statistics, look, bro, All Might is the greatest for a reason. Okay, I know it's cliche, but that's why it's cliche. Something becomes so normal that it becomes a cliche, because that's just All Might. You know, I'm not trying to glaze. I don't even like All Might, but like you have to, you know, like I don't really care about LeBron because I don't care about basketball, but LeBron the greatest. Okay, it's just like it's not really a matter of an opinion at this point, you know what I mean? But then again, I don't know anything about basketball, so I could just be waffling out my ass. But if something is great, it's great. Okay, we don't need to keep trying to like find something better. It's great, it's the best, whatever, move on, right? But of course, let me go ahead and explain our reasoning. So I mean, it's All Might, so it's practical because I mean it's All Might. I have all the might, which leads into the compatibility with his quirk, which he has all the quirks. I mean, he's a one for all. He has all the quirks, so it's All Might. He has all the strength, All Might. I mean, he's literally the strongest character in the verse. I mean, not by the end, because, you know, his successor gets stronger than him, and, you know, your boy Shiggy, by the way, he was right, but he has all the power. He's had all the power for like the past 20 years or some shit like that. I don't know how old he is, but like I think he's like in his 50s. I don't know, for the past 3 decades, he's been the strongest character in the verse. He got all the powers, so I mean, he's basically Superman. So yeah. Next up, we got possibly my favorite character, probably like second favorite character, definitely one of the most deepest characters, my boy Enji Todoroki, better known as Endeavor. And I'm sorry, Endeavor, your name is pretty mid. I'll go here. I'll go solid, simply just because, I mean, again, it's just one word, and if you've seen my past videos or even just my clips and my shorts, you would know that one word superhero names that are kind of just regular words, like how I did Spiral or Mines or Welder, it's just one word that literally is usually just the name of their quirk. In this case, it's not. Now I know what Endeavor means, like the word itself. If you look at the etymology of the word, it literally just means like to take on a challenge. Okay, and Endeavor is a challenge, so he's challenging himself to become better. But again, we don't rank the why they chose that name. We're just ranking the name itself using the 3 parameters I listed at the intro in the intro of the video. So it's gonna go solid for now. I might bump it down or bump it up, depends. Watch to the end of the video to see if I change my list. Following Endeavor and following the same exact reasoning, we got Hawks, which is going mid. So I would put Endeavor mid, but Endeavor kind of sounds more, I guess it sounds cooler than just Hawks, right? His name is just basically his quirk, right? It just, I mean, it's not literally the name of his quirk, but he's just a hawk. Like that, his quirk is being a hawk, right? He got red wings. So cool dude, cool character. I mean, I don't really think he's that cool. Like, I mean, he's literally, sorry, excuse me. He's literally cool, but he's not cool to me personally. Like his whole personality is being cool. It's almost as if he doesn't really have a personality other than the fact that he's kind of just like the example hero, like the archetypal hero. He's cool. He kind of got like that swagger, if you know what I mean. And he's a nice guy, but I mean, like, again, that's just the archetypal hero. He's just a hero to me. Like, he's not really that interesting to me. Like Endeavor, way better character to me than Hawk, but we're not ranking character, we're just ranking his quirk. And so since he's kind of just like a chill guy, he has a chill ass name, Hawks. Kind of boring. I mean, it's practical, but I mean, gang, you really think I'm gonna put Hawk, like the name Hawks in Z? It's mid, because it's just a word, Hawks. Next up, we got Best Genist, which I'm probably gonna put like here. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me though. Like his name is kind of weird. Like Best Genist. I mean, I guess literally he's the best genist because his superpower is being able to control the threads and clothes. And I guess he just really fucks with jeans. So then he just made that. I don't know why specifically jeans, because he controls threads. But I mean, it's not very practical, because what kind of name is that? Like Best Genist. Like, what's the convention of that? You know what I mean? Like, what superhero in the past has had a name that was like best something, best this? Because off the top of the Chrome Dome, I can't think of nothing. So with that being said, it's probably gonna go like around here, maybe above. It's just not that, like, it's not cool at all to me, but I can't put on the same level as Hawks. You know what I mean? We got kind of quite a bit of heroes to run through, so I'm gonna kind of just move on, and then we can go back and change the list later. That's the cool thing about speedrunning. You can always come back and was about to say revitalize your list, which I mean, I guess could work in this case. Sorry if I seem a little bit tired, it's just because my hot as hell in this room and I'm low-key kind of dying. I have my fan right here, but I turned the fan off so you don't have to listen to it in the background, because I know that'd be annoying as shit. So I turned the fan off, so now I'm just dying. It's like 80 degrees. Again, I think my AC broke, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to our boy Edshot. I might have to put in Z, but I'm gonna put it here just for now. So Edshot is low-key one of the most underrated heroes to me, but we're not getting into that because that's not what this video is about. But Edshot is really cool. Like, it was really cool what he did for Bakugo at the end. I'm not gonna say too much spoilers in case you haven't seen it, but I mean, the manga's been out for like years and the anime ended in last December, but still, I won't say anything. But what he did for Bakugo at the very end was cool. But yeah, so Edshot, his quirk is that he like turns himself like paper thin, like on some Flat Stanley shit, and then he's like 100% accurate. Like, he is a bullet essentially. He's a ninja and he is a bullet. So Edshot, it makes perfect sense with his quirk because he is the shot and he has like sharp edges. Look at his body, look at his hair, look out here, look with spiky hair, looking like a Dragon Ball Z character on some Vegeta type shit. Look at that fucking Widow's Peak under there. I know he's trying to hide that shit with that fat ass bang like he's Super Saiyan 2 Beast Gohan. But yeah, like the dead ass Loki kind of look like Beast Gohan with that hairstyle. Ain't gonna cap. You might have to lose some points just for that. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm trolling. But Edshot, practical, I don't know, because I don't think there were any other heroes kind of with that name. Like, I know there's a lot of heroes with like 2 words, like Edshot, Red Riot, Charge Bull, Best Genist. So it kind of fits in that thing. It's just a lot cooler than Best Genist. It's like me being like Best Joggers. Like, that sounds like an ad, not like a person's hero name. Best Muscle T. No, I guess it'd be Joggerist. Sounds kind of like racist. Like, it don't sound right. Okay, anyway, let's just move on. Next up, I think his name is Crust. I always wanted to call him Riot, like a riot shield, because that's what he makes, riot shields. So his name is Crust. Ew, that just sounds gross to me, to be honest. Like, I don't like the word crust. It just sounds gross. It sounds like greasy, slimy, like crumbs. Like crust is like, okay, that just made me sick, actually. That just made me lose my appetite. I never had one before because I'm not eating, but like, damn. Because when I hear the word crust, I think of like the shit you find in between your couch cushions. Like, brother, I'm sorry. It just sounds, I gotta stop. You know how some people hate the word moist? I guess I hate the word crust. Damn. Stop saying it, dude. That just sounds gross. Okay, whatever. Okay, I guess the word itself isn't inherently gross. It's just what it makes me think of. So yeah, I gotta put it. Plus, it's just a word. Yeah, it's just a word. I'm gonna put it lower than Hawks because it's not as cool as Hawks. Hawks at least sounds like some type of like bird of prey, predator, raptor type shit. Next up, we got Ryuku. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put it right here because it's the same exact thing with Tsukuyomi. So it's like Tsukuyomi and Uravity, right? In Shinto lore, Ryu, well, it's Ryujin, that means dragon. It means the dragon god, right? So Ryujin is the dragon god's full name, Ryujin, but any body that's named Ryu is referenced directly to the dragon god. So it's Ryu, the dragon god, and then Kyu, which is part of her name. So it's like Uravity, Gravity, and Uraka. So it's basically that. It's like Tsukuyomi and Uravity. So like obviously it's got to go up here. Less than All Might because All Might is Superman. So I mean, it's conventional. And so yeah. So again, same reason with Tsukuyomi. Obviously, this is the Japanese show for the Japanese populace. So it's practical because every single Japanese person knows exactly what that name means and the history and lore behind it. So it's obviously going to go in Z because it's like going to England and your name is like, I don't know, like Winston Churchill. Like everybody, I mean, nowhere near the same level because Churchill is not a god, but I mean, there's no like British god that's specific to the British. Freaking Winston. Anyways, bad example, but you get what I mean. Like your name is catering directly to the people you are servicing with your hero work, so it just fits perfectly. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. Okay, move on to our boy Gang Orca. He's going right here up in UR because them orcas be ganging, you know what I'm saying? Like they got gang wars and shit. Orcas, which I know are called killer whales, but they're actually dolphins, like genetically speaking. The only reason they're called killer whales, fun fact, is because their original name was whale killers, because they're dolphins that kill whales, like blue whales, humpback whales. Blue whales are the biggest whales, I'm pretty sure, but they would kill like baby blue whales, or they would like they would gang up. They go like they would gang up because they're, you know, gang, like they're like YNs, and they would just go out and start crashing on mofos. Well, actually they're not really like YNs because because they have like a matriarchal system where usually their leader is their grandma. Most of the time they're orcas actually run a matriarchal system, which is not important to the conversation of this video or the topic of this video, but I mean, we're talking about orcas, so I mean, yeah. Anyways, gang orca, they be sliding on fools for no reason. They just go out doing gang bang and shit. So yeah, it makes sense. He is an orca, and he be doing gang shit, which orcas be doing. I would think he'd be a villain. This would be better if he was a villain, but I mean, like, he is what he is. He's just, you know what I mean? Like, look at him, bro. He even looks menacing in this photo. Like, I thought he was like the right-hand henchman to freaking All Might. I mean, like, the bad one. Not this, I mean, not All Might. What's the bad guy? All for one? They really need to stop with that shit. Like, it's all for one for all might, all for something shit. They gotta be like Superman, Batman. Make it more fucking obvious. Okay, this should be tripping me up. Okay, anyways, but he gotta go there. It's practical because he's an orca and he be doing gang shit. Compatible with his quirk because he's an orca and he be doing gang shit. And it's cool as fuck because he's an orca and he be doing gang shit. I keep wanting to call her Lola Bunny. Her name is Mirko, and her hero name is Mirko. If you've seen my previous videos, you know exactly how I feel about this. Your hero name can't be your name. Not going into the why, because we talked about this with Shoto and Deku, or even, what's the other day? Subar Bar from Class 1B. Not doing it. Next up, boy Snipes. I think it's just Snipe. Either way, Snipes, Snipe, same thing. So yeah, it's just a word. Matter of fact, it's a verb specifically. I might actually put best genus here just because it fits the naming conventions of here more. Best genus, yeah, it's very proud. I gotta have it up here based on my parameters. Anyways, Snipe, again, it's like Spiral, or what was the other one? Mines. Except it is a little bit different because it's a verb instead of a noun. Like, he's sniping, like that's what he does. He's a cowboy. He snipes people with his rifle. And yeah, so it's very practical because it's just a word. Compatible with his quirk because that's all he does. And I mean, I guess it's cool. I don't know if it's cool that it's not cooler than Endeavor, but it's more practical and compatible, so it's got to go higher. Okay, next up we got a boy Fat Gum, which I mean, it's gonna go above best genus because he's fat. His skin is like gum, like it's very stretchy and buoyant. It matches his quirk too, because his quirk is like, his superpower is that he can control the fat in his body and turn it into, like, basically he can control his calorie intake, you know, like a goddamn bodybuilder, like on some Broly looking shit, and then he turns into Broly, on a brolic ass motherfucker. right? So basically he can use his calories and the fat in his body, use that as an energy source, and give himself superpowers basically. So yeah, so fat gum, practical because it's fat and gum. Like let's say you forget his name, you're like, he's fat, skin is kind of stretchy, like gum, fat gum, and you're right, like you can guess what his name is, right? Kind of the same thing with Best Genius, Gang Orca, Edshot, kinda, All Might. If you're like Japanese or just big into Japanese Shinto lore like your boy, then you can figure out what her name is just by looking at her. I just would guess like Ryujin, but you know what I mean, it's Ryujin and her name, so I mean close enough, right? Like you can guess their names, you can figure out what their names are. So that's why they're higher, because they're practical, right? That's what being practical is. You're conventional, like motherfuckers can figure out your name. Compatible with the quirk is exactly how its quirk works, and it's kind of cool. I mean, it's not cool to me, but I mean, it could be cool for other people. Anyways, next up we got our boy Night Eye, which he's gonna go like, see here it's between, is one of these two. I don't know, I'm gonna put it here for now. I might move it up, we'll see. So Night Eye, it's very practical, like Hawkeye. See right there, already got the naming convention. Same thing how I did Kendo with Battle Fist and Iron Fist, Tail Man, Sugar Man with like Iron Man, you know, Batman, Spider-Man, and then here we have Night Eye, and then, you know, Hawkeye, right? And so it's practical for all his naming conventions. Then we have compatibility, right? Compatibility with his quirk because he has an eye, right? I mean, look, he even got 4 eyes. He got 4 of them motherfuckers. So it should be Night Eyes, Night 4 Eyes. That's probably what he got bullied for in high school and shit. Like, oh, your name Night Eye, more like Night 4 Eyes, ha ha ha, some Disney bully type shit. So Night Eyes, 4 of them motherfuckers can see into the future, and it's like the night because it's like he's like looking into the future, which is like dark. Like we don't know anything about the future. It's unknown. So it's like you're looking into the night. It's unknown. You look at tens of stars at night, like it's unknown. You know, we don't know that much about space. We know much more about space than we know about our own ocean, which is insane. But it's kind of that idea, that concept. You know, Night Eye. And usually it's like a bad future. Like he can predict deaths. Like he predicted All Might's death and his own death. I mean, it can be wrong, like because it's like multiverse theory. Like I could see the future, but then you do something different and then you don't follow the same future. That breaks into a different path. But yeah, but every time he looks to the future, or the farther he looks to the future, it shortens his lifespan or something like that. Either way, it's practical because it follows naming conventions that already exist. There's a precedent for it. It's compatible with his quirk because it's exactly his quirk. And it's cool as fuck. That's a cool ass name, Night Eye. That's awesome. Moving on, we got our boy Selkie, which I think it might actually just be his name. I think Selkie might actually just be his name. If I'll just put it right here because I don't think it's actually his name, but it might be. I mean, look at him, he's a seal. Selkie because he's a seal. I mean, I'll put it above Hawks because it's kind of like lizardy, froppy, you know, rockety, that kind of thing, right? So it kind of follows the same conventions as that as in my last 2 videos. So want to follow that consistency. It's not like sealy, so it's like Selkie, which is a bit different, like kind of like froppy instead of froggy, so it's a little bit different. So Selkie, so yeah, so following the same conventions, same consistency, same format as those other names. I'm gonna put this here because it's essentially the same thing. I mean, essentially, last but not least, unless I decide to, I'll name some teachers and some other characters at the end because, you know, I'm kind of really speedrunning through this. But we got your boy Kamui Woods, who is the top number 7 hero, I think, by the end, or at least right after All Might passes or some shit. I'm probably gonna put him here. Don't look at that, that's my IP address. So Kamui Woods, my fault. Kamui Woods is gonna go right here. I kind of low-key want to put in Z just because of the Japanese origin. I'll put it right here for now. Obviously explain. So Kamui Woods, so going with the parameters, the practicality is that it follows the same exact conventions as Tsukuyomi and Ryukyu. It takes a Japanese Shinto god or mythos and then mixes it with another word. So Tsukuyomi is just the brother to Amaterasu, the god of night and the moon. You know, we have Ryujin, and then you have Kamui. So Kamui isn't a specific Japanese god, but it represents essentially it's an umbrella term for Japanese mythological spirits that are one with the nature, like Mother Nature, like trees and plants. And so those are the same shit. But, you know, nature, plants, life. So Kamui Woods is basically like saying woods. You see what I'm saying? So there we go. That's why, that's the practicality for it. So the compatibility with his quirk because I mean, look at him, bro. Didn't I say more? And it's just a cool as hell name. It's kind of like when people say chai tea, but chai is tea, so you don't need to say chai tea. You just say chai. Either way, that's there where that goes. So I've only been recording for about 40 minutes. Right now, I'm actually gonna, before going to the teachers and maybe some of the sidekicks, I'm gonna kind of look at this list and maybe rearrange it a little bit or just explain more. The UR tier, I'm always kind of like iffy about because like I think Night Eye is an amazing name and I think it works so well. But at the same time, I don't want 4 people in Z, and also because, you know, I really like to prioritize the Japanese names because this is a Japanese show catered to Japanese people, and my hero takes place in Japan, like in Tokyo, right? Like all these characters are from Tokyo, right? Unless we're talking about like Stars and Stripes, which she isn't here. But these are Japanese characters, right? So it's not just the Japanese audience IRL, it's the Japanese audience within the show itself. So obviously that's going to get prioritized. So I just want to make that clear. Fat Gum, Best Jeanist, kind of the same here, but these are more like precedented names, or these are more like, okay, this fits them too well, right? Whereas like Fat Gum and Best Jeanist, it does fit them, but their names aren't cool at all. Like Gang Orca, Edshot, Night Eye, those are all cool names. Fat Gum, Best Jeanist follows the same conventions, they're just nowhere near as cool as names to me. Snipe, Endeavor, one word hero names are kind of just words. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not like creative names, they're kind of just words. And again, I'm not ranking the why they chose that name, but just the name itself. Here you have like their names are kind of like Selkie, Hawks, Crust. Again, it's just a word. It's kind of like corny to me. You know what I mean? And then we have it's just their name. Their hero name is their name. Okay, I'm kind of an idiot. Mirko's name is not actually her name. Mirko is not actually her name, or Mirko. It's just I don't even remember what her name is, but Mirko is not her name. It's just everybody calls her Mirko. I never like nobody ever calls him NG Todoroki. I just know him as NG Todoroki because Shoto exists, right? But like there's no one, like everybody just calls him Mirko, but her name isn't actually Mirko. So it's just gonna go here. Which I did look up Mirko because I was looking at like the hero names, and Mirko, like the list I'm looking at doesn't have their real names, it just has their hero names. So that's why, right? That's why I was like, oh well, shouldn't they say her name? I was looking up the word Mirko, and it actually means tiger bunny in Japanese. It means tiger and bunny. So like took the kanji for tiger, took the kanji for bunny, and put it together. So it's Mirko. Anyways, it's gonna go right here because again, it's just a word. It's kind of the same thing with like it's a made up. Like it's not like Tsukuyomi where it's an actual deity. It's just a word that's made up. What was it? Shimeji. That's what I was thinking. The mushroom girl. Shimeji. In English it's Shemage, but it's Shimeji in Japanese. It means shiitake. Like it's a pun for shiitake mushroom because she's a mushroom girl. So yeah, I put her on the same tiers here. So I'll put it up here because it's more creative. But yeah, so my bad to all the Mirko fans. I actually am a fan of her. She's bad as hell. I'm not to say badass as hell, but I mean she's bad as hell too. The heat is fucking with my brain. But yeah, so I'm sorry. So yeah. So I don't want this video to go too much longer. So I'm just gonna rank some of the heroes that have cool names or that I know of. So starting off, we'll go with Ectoplasm. He's a teacher. He makes clones of himself, right? He's a teacher, makes clones. Ectoplasm, I'm not gonna run through the full parameters, you should already know them by now, but yeah, so Ectoplasm, he makes clones. And yeah, again, it's like a singular word, but it's not like a singular word that's like cool. It's kind of just like ectoplasm, that's like ghost shit, right? So I will probably put it here because it's like ectoplasm technically isn't like real. It is kind of like a made up word for ghost, like ghost nut or some shit, like ghost blood, ghost guts, ghost juice, I don't know. But ectoplasm is cool. I think maybe he's an eel. Is he like an eel? Do eels have ectoplasm? I don't know. He looks like an eel. He looks like a villain, like Gang Orca's cousin or some shit. That's probably racist as fuck. But anyways, it's probably gonna go around here, or like I'll put it like here because I like the Japanese Mirko better. Mirko. Then we got Gran Torino. It's probably gonna go right here. Because Gran Torino, obviously his quirk is like he jets around. He can't actually fly, but he like has like basically jetpacks in his feet, and he moves really fast, like supersonic speed, or just sonic speed. Gran Torino, like the concept is like a race, like a Gran Torino is like a race, so he's like moving really fast, he's like racing, right? So yeah, Gran Torino, like it follows typical naming conventions. I'm gonna put it up here because Gang Orca, like it's just, I mean look at him, he is an orca. The Gran Torino is a bit more creative, so I'm gonna just like, he just looked at himself and then just said, yeah, I'm an orca, so I'm orcas are gonna be part of my name. So this is a bit more creative. So I'm gonna just move it up like that a little bit more. And we got Cementos. It's gonna go like down here. It's just cement TOS, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like TOS, you know, on some Twitch, YouTube shit. We're not picking Mike. I mean, it's just Mike. I'm pretty sure Aizawa's name is just I think it's Eraserhead, actually. I think it is Eraserhead. I'll put it here. You know, same thing. Fat Man, Fat Gum, Best Genius, Eraserhead. It's Eraserhead, right? We're going to do, yeah, midnight. Like, it's just midnight. Like, the time of day. Oh, these are, what's this? These are, like, Selkies. Oh, Vlad King. Vlad King is cool. It's like Dracula. I'm moving eye up. Vlad King, because, you know, he's like the Dracula dude. Like, he uses blood to, like, give himself strength. And remember, this dude is just his name. He's like we don't even know what his quirk is. He just retired after All Might retired or some shit. His hero name is just his name. This is Ingenium's older brother, Ingenium. Mountain Lady. Mountain Lady is cool. We'll go right here because she's big and giant, you know, Mountain Lady. I'm really speed running these because, you know, we already know naming convention. I guess since I know him, I'll just put him here. It's just his name. I guess I'll do Present Mike. Like, okay, sure, buddy. We'll just, I don't know, that. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, the rest of these are sidekicks, and I originally planned to not do sidekicks, and I was gonna throw in some people at the end. This is my final list for the hero names, pro hero names. So obviously following our 3 parameters and the format we always use for these videos. Of course, the next video will be the villains, and then I think I'll probably take a break from MHA, maybe move on to, kind of want to circle back to Dragon Ball, so just keep on the lookout for that. This is my final list. Obviously All Might got to be up here, you know, Japanese names are going to be prioritized. I just had to move Night Eye up at the end. I just couldn't hold back no longer, so these are all perfect. Obviously the UR, so we got like Ed Shot, Gran Torino, Gang Orca, Vlad King, Mountain Lady, Fat Gum, Best Genius, Eraserhead, Mythical, Ectoplasm, Rocklock, Snipe, Endeavor, Selkie, Present Mike, Hawks, Midnight, Crust, Cementos, and this dude who is just his name. So it's like Musho or something, but it's just his name. We don't even know what his quirk is. So there we go. That's my last list. Let me know what you think of the comments. I use the same exact conventions as I do in all my videos. Just that's, oh, I already said that, but just for the people in the back, I gotta repeat myself because this is the internet. I follow certain parameters in my videos. So this is not based on feelings. This is based on parameters that I came up with. At the end of the day, it is my opinion, but I try to use the best logic as I can. And so yeah, so let me know if I'm spitting, not spitting, if I'm cooking, not cooking, overcooking, undercooking in the comments. And while you're in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe to let me know that you like this type of content. And since you like this type of content, make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the content that you literally like. And last but not least, tell a friend or a family member. Could be anybody. Helps the channel grow, the content grow, and so you don't have to watch alone. Could really be anybody. Could be a brother, sister, niece, nephew, son, daughter, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, granddad. My name is Goldie, aka GOD, and that's all I got for today. So bye bye.